So understanding cash flow is so important as a startup, because note down 3 to 5 things that you can learn from your competitors, but also things that are differentiating you. Are you a startup or SME struggling with your marketing strategy? Then in this COVID edition video, I am giving you 5 marketing tips to help you perfect the process. And if you need a little bit of extra help beyond that, I'm offering a free strategy meeting to anyone this month that has further questions. I'm on a mission to help out. So I'm Jes Fram, and I'm a brand and marketing coach. And on this channel, I'll give you all the golden nuggets for how you can build a brand so it becomes visible, engaging, and profitable. It's really important, it's the key for your marketing performance. If this is just what you're looking for, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video. I usually do that on a Thursday. Now, let's talk about those one-on-one marketing tips. First up, know your audience. It is key. Ask yourself, who is your target audience? What does your ideal client look like, and what would be their typical day? So let's say I'm your potential client. Well, what do? I will wake up in the morning and I will have a black coffee, and then I will walk my corgi, which is named Bobby, so it's a dog, and then I will work in brand and marketing, and in my spare time I really love going to creative events and to the arts and the theatre. At least if it wasn't for COVID, that would be the stuff I'll be doing. So understanding this really helps you to get into the mindset of the customer, and when you're thinking like they are, it will be much easier to target them because you're starting to understand them and talk into natural interests. So I always say, map out the 3 to 5 persona profiles for your ideal client and really focus on these people when you're rolling out any content and communication on, for instance, social media. So, second point, understand your competitors. As a startup, it is vital you understand your offering and how it is different in terms of your competitors, so you know how you fit within the market space. When you're starting out, there will be businesses in your market space that you will aspire to be like, and that's fine, but you need to take what you like and then be really firm on what differentiates you and your business. So it can either be a personal brand, but it can also be your business, and sometimes it's tied nicely together. So for example, I run a small brand and marketing agency. I could look at the big players in my space because I really love their work, but my key differentiator is that I'm actually small and I can be more agile and I move much quicker than they do, and I can give my clients 100% of my time and my attention because that's the good position I'm in. So you can do the same thing for your business. These things would be what I would really dial up communication-wise on my social media platforms, especially because that's where I'm building a presence at the moment. So therefore, I ask you to note down 3 to 5 things that you can learn from your competitors, but also things that are differentiating you, and then really start incorporating them into your content and into the strategy. So make sure you talk about this on social media every single day. So step number 3 is KPIs. It's key performance indicators. So what are you trying to achieve with the content that you're developing for your business? So what you're trying to achieve is building awareness, sales, or maybe even just get people to spend some more time with your brand. So as a startup, it is important to have a clear focus to ensure that all resources are put towards one common goal. And more often than not, as a startup, it will be around awareness building. People just need to know we exist. So write down how many impressions you do get out of your content and your efforts, and also what is your goal, what do you want to achieve, so that you're continuously tracking what you're trying to get to. And you need to have a clear, measurable target. If it's not impressions, it will be something else, but make sure it is measurable. As a small business, I know your budget is going to be limited, so you're going to have to be really creative in your approach. I am as well, like you have to when you're a startup. So this is usually where you need an expert, and I am happy to chat and give you my thoughts on this step in more depth. So in my free 30-minute strategy calls, we'll usually talk through things like this. So there's a link for that in the comments below. So once you raised awareness and you have your ideal customer, and it's all about your marketing funnel and converting the customer or consumer into a sales, that leads us to point number 4, which is budgets. So understanding cash flow is so important as a startup, because in most cases there isn't much cash flowing initially. And it is a fairly simple point. You need to allocate resources for the year ahead and understand what's going to be the best approach for your business in order to get where you want to get to. So for example, if you're selling a vegan product, you might want to double down on advertising in January, because due to the rise of popularity, if I can say that, behind Veganuary, that might make a lot of sense to put your effort there. So this will depend on your business and where there's a spike that's really important. So it can be an event, a month, whatever reason it is. But I'm from a production background, and I have lots of tips and tricks on how to save money when creating content. So let me know in the comments below if you would like a free chat, and I'll be happy to just give you my 2 cents on it and really dive into your business. Now, last but by no means the least point, make a plan. So when we have done all the past research work, we know who we're targeting, we've budgeted, and we made a content calendar. Now you need to actually start executing on each individual project for your content production. So once you've identified the projects, you're going to need to understand the costs that you have within the budget and start allocating. So start out by saying that if I am to have a Christmas campaign, which will be quite typical, and that will be hitting in Q4, then when do I need to start planning my production? Well, you actually need to have your creative concepts ready. So when will that need to fall, and when do we need to have this strategy work done? So how long will this production take? You'll have to work that backwards, which is quite interesting. So if you start from where you're gonna end, then you can start just backtracking your entire calendar, and you might find that you actually have to start doing this work in June in order to hit your deadline, so that you'll be live for or ready for November, where this content is actually gonna be most relevant for your business. So you need to get into really granular detail and truly understand how long it takes to go through this process, so you're not compromising the output. Right, I hope that was helpful. That's my 5 steps to getting started. Check out my 7-step guide for how to write a marketing plan below. I've left it for you. It's full of cheat sheets, and it's really, really helpful, and it should get you pretty far. So that is it for today, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And right around now a couple of my latest videos should be pinging up around me. It is my latest content within branding and marketing, so make sure you check it out, and I will see you there.